A muddy river swallows up the city. Fires, tornadoes, earthquakes, and COVID-19 that is still not contained. There is a group of disaster recovery professionals who use innovative tools to save companies and towns that have been devastated by such unexpected disasters. BELFOR is the global market leader in disaster recovery and property restoration services. Besides fixing damaged buildings, they also do everything they can to help victims recover mentally as well.
Our people give hope to those people that were affected. They know that by seeing us, tomorrow is going to be better.
Let's hear how disaster recovery activities give hope to victims. BELFOR has over 300 offices in 34 countries around the world and a staff of 9,400. With sales last year topping $2 billion, they are the world leader in disaster recovery. The American man giving instructions to this group is Sheldon Yellen.
We believe that BELFOR's mission is to be serving those in need and giving hope for a better tomorrow. We're called upon after some type of disaster happens and their lives are put into chaos. We are the beginning of that rebuilding process. It may end with the installation of carpet or drywall or paint, but it starts with a heart. And that's our mission, to provide hope for others that tomorrow will be a better day.
They respond to a wide range of disasters, from the flooding of private homes to major national incidents, and are fully prepared to respond anywhere at any time. They use radar to predict the path of hurricanes and sometimes arrive at the scene faster than anyone else. However, their role is only to provide disaster recovery. They are not like the National Guard or fire departments.
These are heroic people who don't stop to think about what the danger is ahead of them. Is it life or death? They're running in. BELFOR comes in after. And then we work hand in hand with the fire departments and the police departments around the world to make sure that these sites are secure, that nobody can travel inside to get hurt. And then we start the rebuilding process. We start the mitigation, making sure we get the properties back to a ground zero position, and then rebuilding from there. We are the only ones that are there in the beginning, right after the fire is put out, right after the damage is caused, and then we stay until we hand the keys back to you. We are building a relationship with you of trust and belief as much as we're building that structure.
In their hands, a house that has been destroyed by fire can look like this. How in the world is this achieved? In the aftermath of a fire, all acidic soot is removed from the building and they thoroughly dry all the places soaked by the water used to extinguish the fire. In the case of water damage, all contaminated items, such as carpets, are removed to prevent the growth of bacteria. Then the building is rebuilt. It is not only the physical structure of a building that is restored. All the contents at the site requiring restoration are collected and transported to a nearby warehouse. These warehouses are said to be filled with the essence of the group's activities. In this one, for example, many different items are lined up waiting to be restored, including furniture, mattresses, and a piano.
Most people, when a fire happens or the water damage happens, they don't believe that their furniture and their personal property can be restored.
At the warehouse, the restoration work is carried out by specialized teams. The cleaning team removes dirt and odors. Precision equipment is disassembled and cleaned. Industrial machinery can be made to shine again by removing the dirt stuck to it using ultrasonic waves. It's not just big items that are restored. Musical instruments such as violins can be returned to their original state by team specialists. This team specializes in restoring documents, removing dirt and repairing books page by page. It even managed to save 1.5 million books that suffered fire damage at a university library. This kind of delicate work is what makes these restorers unique. Behind it all, there is this belief.
When somebody has this tragedy hit their lives, whether it's a building or a home, they lose all their personal property. We restore and refinish all of it. And it's a great feeling to be able to drive these trucks back into people's lives and they see a brand new looking piano or a brand new looking piece of furniture. Get your life back in order. That's what we get to do, and it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling.
This approach and their accumulated know-how are highly evaluated, so their clients now range from individuals to corporations, national governments and educational institutions. Ironically, with the increasing number of natural disasters in recent years, the demand for their efforts has steadily grown. We asked Sheldon, who has witnessed countless disaster sites, how we should prepare ourselves.
Be prepared. Have a backpack with safety supplies, necessary items that you will need to survive, say for 7 days. Have a meeting place that if your family is separated, where can you meet to reunite? Always make sure you have batteries set aside for your cell phones and rehearse it. I think twice a year to spend a half an hour rehearsing the plan, you can't go wrong. And if you never use it, great. But in the event that you need to exercise the plan, I think we'll all be grateful that you practiced it twice a year.
Born in Michigan in the USA, Sheldon was raised by a single mother. They were poor and sometimes received welfare benefits. But what his mother taught him has become the foundation of his life.
My mom had some rules in the house that we had to be a certain way. We had to work, we had to be respectful, we had to be good to other people. It was always yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. I believe she did a great job.
From the age of 11, Sheldon worked in various jobs to support his family. There was even a time when he earned money imitating Elvis Presley. He stepped into the world of disaster recovery via the small real estate repair company owned by his wife's family that would eventually merge with BELFOR. Its sales skyrocketed in the wake of Hurricane Hugo. Among the huge number of disaster sites Sheldon has been to since then, there are some that he will never forget.
It's the memories of all the affected people. During 9/11, I saw the devastation. I can still see the looks on people's faces today, the shock and the horror that people were living with. I remember a family in Flint, Michigan. I remember a family in Pennsylvania where a mom and a dad were standing outside on the front lawn with their 2 daughters watching their home burn. And each one of these people is a milestone. We were elevated each time we successfully restored somebody's property. I think we can continue to grow for 100 years in sight. We're doing good things, we're serving those in need, we're doing it with our hearts.
The need for disaster recovery services continues to grow. In response, the company has expanded its scale in cooperation with professional groups in various countries. Today, it has become a global enterprise handling more than 220,000 restoration projects a year. Even though it has become a big company, the thing Sheldon really treasures is his staff, who work in such a tough, dirty, demanding environment.
Those people on the front lines that are making the difference in the lives of others each and every day, those are the people I want to be around.
To show the staff his appreciation, there is something he does every day. He writes birthday cards to every one of his employees by hand. He started this habit when the company had only 19 employees and continues it even now that the company has 9,400 employees.
And I personalize as many cards as I can with notes of, hey, it was great seeing you 3 weeks ago, or I'm going to see you in 2 weeks. I try to let people know, without saying a word, that we care.
That feeling is not just one way.
Oh my God.
To his surprise, he received a birthday card in return from all his employees.
I think it's unconventional, but I'll fight to preserve this culture all day, every day. Because at the end of the day, it is about people. It's not about the P&L, it's not about the balance sheet. And this is who we are.
Of course, things do not always go smoothly. Every disaster is different, so they have to grope their way each time. In 2020, they experienced an unprecedented situation when the Diamond Princess cruise liner remained quarantined off Yokohama port in Japan following the coronavirus outbreak. A team of several hundred members assembled from 18 countries had to be prepared.
And you think back to February or March of 2020, nobody knew what COVID was and how to deal with it. Obviously, those people that were dispatched, their families were in fear. So think about it. All of a sudden, we get the phone call. We've got to go. Leaving your families behind and them having the fear of, what do you mean you're going to the ship filled with COVID?
The ship was even described as a floating petri dish. The safety of everyone involved in the decontamination process was priority number one.
The toughest part for the people that were cleaning was working in PPE all day, every day. We made sure every hour there was a protocol in place to check on people. Temperatures were taken hourly. We had doctors and nurses on shore each day when people came off the ships, take showers, put on new clothes.
They followed the protocols prescribed by experts at each location and implemented level 3 cleaning procedures. First, all the linen, bedding and other materials were removed from cabins. Then, all other areas of human contact, including handrails and door handles, were disinfected, and the air conditioning system was cleaned.
We had to clean it with a protocol so that once an area was marked clean, and nobody could walk back in those areas. So when we finally got off the ship 3 weeks later, the last person off that ship, prior to the captain, because the captain was the last person off the ship, that was it. Clean was clean. As it was inspected and tested and tested and tested repeatedly to make sure there was no sign of COVID on that ship after. Successfully accomplished, seeing the ship sail, that was a proud moment.
Finally, we asked Sheldon what he regards as the most important thing in life, having faced so many tragic scenes.
Unfortunately, in our line of work, we have come across people that have lost loved ones. I would say the most important thing, we were all given hearts. Don't be ashamed of it. Let your heart be seen, let it be felt, let it be heard. You can agree to disagree, you can think differently, great. But always be respectful.
And what is his motto?
Live and build your life on a foundation of humility. Don't lose sight of the fact that you're lucky. And being humble, I think, will attract others. How much money you have, or what house you live in, or what car you drive, or how much you travel, material, all material. You got lucky. Be humble.